I came across this video from Brother Maliki. I found it to be very valuable, and I'm going to share it with you. Let's listen to it. Before we start, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't.
Okay, whoa, stop. You don't want to scroll on this one. This is a story that you're going to want to hear. My wife just told me another story about a woman on her Facebook feed, and wow, it's a doozy. So this is a story of an American revert woman that converted to Islam. And like everybody else, when they convert to Islam, everybody needs companionship. So she looked to get married. Before I continue the story any further, I'm going to use some country names in which where these people were from. It is by no means a reflection upon the nation or the people whatsoever. So this woman, she's a new revert, and she happens to marry some guy from Morocco. Long story short, surprise, surprise, he uses her for a green card. So she's like, okay, whatever. And she goes and she marries, years later, a man from Libya. But the guy's mom wasn't having that, nah. The mother was like, divorce this American woman. She's not worth it. I can get you a way better Libyan woman. And so he actually divorced her. And, naturally the woman was like, man, what's going on? I've converted to Islam and these people are basically using me. What's going on? And so she continues and she said, I made dua and I did plenty of praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to ask for a good husband. And so after a time, she met a man from Saudi Arabia. And she was like, I thought that this was the man for me. He was this, he was that. So they got married. And so long story short, the guy was like, yeah, I'm out. After 2 years, went back to Saudi Arabia, didn't even return her calls. He just basically dipped. I know there's some of you out there, me included, when I heard this story, are thinking, wow, why did she become a Muslim just to get married to these men or not? She actually became a Muslim beforehand. So now we come to the interesting part of the story. So this woman came on Facebook with a question, and her question was, what do you think the question is? Pause the video right now and see if you can figure it out. She's basically leaving Islam, but she's asking a question. And the question is, what is the punishment? What is the punishment that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to give my ex-husbands for making me leave Islam? Yeah, she wants to know the punishment of these men that did her wrong for her leaving Islam. Now, I'm not sticking up for the men because probably they made mistakes. I mean, the first guy, of course, you can't marry people for green cards. Come on, man, you can't do that. But here's my question. You're worried about their punishment, but not yours for leaving Islam? The obvious solution to this is, don't get married. Why do you have to leave Islam? The actions of these people have nothing to do with Islam. They're people. At the end of it, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easier on her. If you're watching this video, you don't have to leave Islam because of the mistakes of people. Assalamu alaikum.